What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Jingles back here, and I just wanted to talk about the 2025 Pokemon World Championships. I was watching the stream yesterday, and I noticed there are a lot of really cool teams, as there are in this world tournament. You got players from all across the world playing in all different kinds of circuits, and you're going to run into some really weird teams, and you're going to run into some really fun teams, and you're going to run into really standard teams, and you're going to see a mix of success between all three of those. So I wanted to cover some of the standouts here, and I actually have a web page here open, standings at you know what, I'll just put the link in the description. Just go check it out yourself. This should update as the tournament goes on, but I do believe all of the teams are here, and you'll see kind of all the records and how they're doing and how the team correlates to the record. But also, yeah, I noticed there were a few weird teams, and I kind of just wanted to talk about them for a minute, because this team does kind of focus on, not this team, this channel does like to focus on things that are kind of like off the beaten path, or kind of off meta for that matter. So let's dive in and just kind of see what has done well and what hasn't, because sometimes cooking, you can cook a little too much, and sometimes off meta is not, it just can't really handle the power that's just going to go off with these 8-0, 7-1 teams. But let's start with the better teams and just kind of slowly go down. We have a player here. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. There aren't a whole lot of teams here that I can't pronounce, but let's just have a look at this one here. So obviously you have the 8-0 team, the 7-1 team, but there's one right here that actually has a Ho-Oh on it. It stood out right away. You see Iron Treads, Raging Bolt, Ho-Oh. I love to see things that are just like, no one's using Ho-Oh. Like, who's using Ho-Oh? I think we actually had a video last week that showed Ho-Oh on like that really petulant stall team. It was kind of crazy, but the regenerator ability is just so good, and that Sacred Fire just getting a critical burn is just so nice sometimes. Flying has an interesting offensive output, and just it hits a lot of different things aside from maybe your Miraidons, which Ho-Oh does not necessarily want to see, I would imagine, even though it has like 154 special defense. But Ho-Oh is, when it's well supported, this thing is very good, especially such a bulky Tailwind setter as well. And you see Terra Water, and you're just probably saying to yourself, like, why would you go Terra Water? You're already weak to Electric. Why not just pick something defensive? Well, when you have an Iron Treads and you have a Raging Bolt, the Raging Bolt quad resists the electric move, and the Iron Treads just completely walls the entire set. Like, what's the majority of your Miraidon sets? You got Electro Drift, Volt Switch, obviously, Draco Meteor, D-Gleam. Well, Iron Treads checks literally every single one of those, and not only does it check them, it hits it back super effectively and outspeeds it. So I don't have any EV spreads here, but there's no doubt in my mind with that damage boosting item, I guarantee you that the Quark Drive boost is a speed boost, 100%. And high horsepower, I've been expect to live with the KO, the Miraidons. That is one of the most difficult Pokemon to deal with. Like, it is Electro Drift with a choice specs in the electric terrain with that ability. It just, not much can survive it, even if it's resisted. So Iron Treads is a fantastic meta check. And I saw a few others with Steamroller that just removes the terrain against Rillabooms and other Miraidons as well. But that's not the case on this team. You know what I'm seeing a lot of as well is I'm seeing a lot of Will-O-Wisp on Incineroar. I hadn't seen that for a while. Usually it was like your standard Flare Blitz, knockoff, parting shot, fake out kind of set. But I'm seeing a lot of Will-O-Wisp on these teams today. The Loaded Dice Koraidon is also really cool as well. You just have to watch out for the Intimidate. So this team looks like a very pivoty team. You know, if you can get positioned with this team, it looks like it'd be very strong. And look at the record, 7-1. Like, you can just definitely tell. Like, I think there's like on Twitter or something, you can see the most used restricteds and the most used pairings. And this definitely must be running into the right matchups for a 7-1 record, because the competition is just so fierce. As you can see the names, like, by the way, just shout out to James Beck. I'm so happy to see him in second place right now. One of the nicest people you will ever meet in this tournament. Like everybody's just super nice when you meet them. But I remember James Beck, a bunch of friends of mine were just sitting around, just hanging out in our lowly, just not very good Pokemon players, not very successful, just hanging out, just eating. And then this guy just comes over, and I think all I said to him was, he was handing in like a winning ticket, and I just went, "You seem to be at this table a lot today, aren't you?" And he just came over and chatted with us for like 15 minutes, and he was just asking how we were, how's the tournament going. So one of the nicest people ever, and also one of the better educational channels out there as well. So check out James Beck. Just a shout out to him. I hope he wins it all. I really do. We all want Wolfie to win, but it'd be nice to see James get one. That'd be great. But let's just kind of scroll down the list. Like I did have teams highlighted on my phone this morning when I was going through it, but Justin Tang, here's another one. I clicked on his name. Let's go click on his team. Justin Tang. This is a very cool team. Justin Tang has come a long way in Scarlet and Violet, just winning and winning. It's just one of those freaks in nature that just, as soon as he hops in, he just starts winning immediately, and it's really cool. And you can definitely tell with the teams he's been building. You've got the Leech Seed Calyrex on the team, just stalling, and you have a Groudon. How many Groudons do you see in this tournament right now? Like, that is so cool. And Jumpluff coming back. I know it was really, really big in Reg H when you had the, I think, who was using it? Marco Silva was using it a lot and doing really well with it. And Joe Ugarte was just killing it with Jumpluff. And actually, we actually used Jumpluff on our, I think it was our Groudon team last week as well. This is really not to plug my channel, I swear. But you can definitely check, just go through the restricteds that you might be running into, and this team definitely has answers for it. And I love the Chi-Yu on this team in the sun. Like, you want to talk about just instant deletion of damage. Chi-Yu with an overheat in the sun with a choice scarf, like, it's just incredible. And then the Raging Bolt with Life Orb with Protosynthesis on the special attack. This thing just OHKOs things like Thunderbolt and Draco Meteor. Like, there's not much that can survive a Draco with those calculators. Yeah, just standard Fluttermane. I'm seeing Icy Wind on Fluttermane a lot now, which is really, really nice. But Fluttermane it used to be such a dominant offensive force in most metas when the game was released or when Fluttermane became legal. But now you're kind of seeing it in more of a dual purpose. Like, it's kind of like a support mon with your Icy Wind, and the Focus Sash just sticks around. And you have the Moonblast, which is one of the stronger moves in the game. So no, this team's just really cool. And then Encore, if you can catch somebody into a Protect or a Fake Out or something, especially with the Covert Cloak, or even the Terra Dark. Like, if you're about to be taunted by like a Tornadus, you could just Encore them. They taunt you. It doesn't work because you go Terra Dark and then you Encore them and they're stuck. And when you have open team sheet in tournaments like these, it's definitely really, really nice to have. So yeah, I actually got coaching from where is it? Justin Tang. Actually, super, super nice. Like, his knowledge of the game as well is just, I almost didn't even understand what he was talking about a lot of the time, just because he's just so good. But I would like to do it again. And even Justin, like, I think I talked to him after a game he won on stream when I was at a tournament as well. He just so modest. Like, he just chats with you. Like, these guys are just down to earth. If you ever see any of these people, just go up and say, hey, I'm a fan, and just ask them a couple questions about their tournament, and then, then move on with your day. But they're definitely willing to give you the time. But let's just kind of scroll down and kind of see. I'm seeing a lot of different ogre pawns, which is really nice. Like, maybe just like the Amoonguss counter with the follow me is the way to go, because I'm seeing all variations, like literally all of them. I've seen the Cornerstone, I've seen the Hearthflame. I don't think I've seen the what's it called, the what's the standard one called? I forget. Just a standard grass one. I don't think I've seen many of those, but I'm seeing a variation of Hearthflame, Cornerstone, and Wellspring, which is a really nice meta counter. But let's see. This one was interesting as well. Brian Collins, I remember seeing this one. You don't see a lot of Mousehold right now. Like, it was running around with Mouse Ape and Reg H and formats earlier than this, and just Mousehold was it just disappeared. But this one definitely has like a nice niche, right? Like, you've got the Friend Guard, which is great, and then you have the Feint to break a lot of those wide guards, which is really, really nice. So this team is really interesting. One of the things that stood out for me was obviously the Feint on the Mousehold, which is great. The Cali Shadow with the specs. You don't see a lot of choice specs Cali Shadow, because if you lock into that spread move, you're kind of stuck if you get a wide guard user. But this team is well equipped for that, because you got wide guard on the Zamazenta with Imprison. So you just lock out other Imprison users and body press users, because I also noticed that a lot of wide guard users also carry body press. So that's the other thing. So you can lock out almost half the set of most wide guard users. So that seems kind of cool as well. And the helping hand, like if they don't have a wide guard user on the team, you just go Calyrex Shadow, mouse hold with friend guard, and you could either just helping hand if they lead wrong or just follow me if they lead right. And you just start Astral Barraging. This is such a cool team. I actually might use this team when the tournament's done, just in an off meta Mayhem. I know we're kind of beating Reg-Eye to death right now, but this team does seem really cool, and I think it could do really well. But let's just kind of go down. We'll just do a few more. I don't want this to be super long. That wasn't the intention, but just guys, just wait till we get to the Totodile team. Just wait. Yes, you heard that correctly. There is a Totodile team. Let me see. Like I said, I had a couple on my phone that I thought really stood out. Iron Moth is really cool. What's another one? But if it's just one Pokemon, oh, there you go. Yeah, there's the regular Ogerpon. So there is one. Double Grass, by the way, just saying. You got the Amoonguss on that team as well. Let's see. A lot of Volcarona I've noticed. This one was kind of interesting with the Weezing. There was another really weird Weezing team that I want to check out as well once I get down to it. Like, we're about halfway through. We're at the 4-4 teams. So Scraggy, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a tournament that Scraggy just kind of started going off, I think at day 2, and it's back. This thing, I guess one of the big problems with Calyrex Ice, and just it definitely deals with the as long as that the Cali Shadow isn't running that Draining Kiss move, Scraggy checks it very well. And Endeavor as well, right? So like once you just drop its HP a little bit, this thing could just be such a pain, and you just kind of scratch your head walking away going, I just lost to a Scraggy. But let's see, let's go back. You know what? There's the Totodile team. I think this is a great one to end on. And again, I didn't want to make this super long. So you have Iron Hands, just standard with the low kick, the AV set, Terra Water, another Smeargle set, Spiky Shield, which is really cool. Fake out Spiky, so no wide guard on the Smeargle, and we've got no, what was the other move that ours had? There's the Spore, obviously, Fake Out, Follow Me, and I forget what the last move was that I had on mine. Might have been Spiky Shield. And then you have the Cali Ice with the Clear Amulet, just a standard set, Trick Room, High Horsepower. Like this, like Ice Ground, it just hits everything neutrally, so it's just so good. Miraidon, it does have the Protect and Discharge as well. I don't really know why there's Discharge on this. I guess there's kind of Protect everywhere except for the hands. But yeah, Discharge seems a little aggressive for a team like this. Like, I love running spread moves. If, say, you have a ground, like if you have Discharge, like maybe run a ground type, maybe have Protect on everything, wide guard that's something that doesn't, or something with an immunity like a Raichu or a Volt Absorb or something like that. I do think it would be really good, but as you can kind of tell, this team isn't really set up for Discharge that well, even though it might win you a game, but there's so much wide guard out there too. So I think the one cool thing that Miraidon has going for it is it doesn't have spread, or it doesn't really use spread. It just hits single target obliteration. So and then we have the Totodile. Do we need to go into the damage calculator for this? This thing has no stats. Like the Sheer Force, Terra Water, Waterfall. Maybe there was a specific KO it needed. Ice Fang. I'm trying to think if there's a quad super effective damage Ice Fang can do. Endeavor's cool, but like Mystic Water, when I first heard, I think I was watching the stream and they said that there was a Totodile, and I was like, it's probably just Endeavor Focus Ash or something like that, and maybe like Icy Wind, or, you know, just clearly you're trolling and stuff like that. But this thing, I just don't know why. I don't get it. But hey, maybe there was like a side stream game, or maybe like the guy will release a paste or something, and maybe we can ladder with this. If you guys want me to ladder with Totodile, I will do it. I'll do it. And we'll give this team a little bit of honor. So Mark Cotter, you're the GOAT. It's really, really difficult to get an invite to Worlds to begin with, let alone show up and bring a Totodile. So hats off to you. And I think I'll just end that one now. I don't like doing super long videos when it comes to recaps of things like this, but comment down below if there's a team that stood out to you that, you know, maybe I didn't mention, that's just like either off meta or just something a little quirky. And just honestly, just Worlds only happens once a year, everybody. So watch it, enjoy, learn, kind of see how the teams are built, and just have a lot of fun. Like if you're there, great, comment that you're there and just kind of tell me what your experience is. But just have fun watching it. These are some of the best players on the planet, and you're never going to see better Pokemon than this. So signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.